Hello students, welcome to our fourth module of class 8 Geography, Resources and Development, Chapter 3, Mineral and Power Resources. In our previous module, we have discussed about the conventional sources of energy. In this module, we will discuss about the non-conventional sources of energy as well as the conservation of energy resources. So let us begin. Non-conventional sources of energy. Energy produced from the forces of sun, wind, water and tides are called non-conventional sources of energy. Over the years, the greater use of fossil fuels has also led to environmental pollution. The rising prices of oil have signaled a shortage in their availability in the near future. Hence, there is an urgent need for the development of renewable sources of energy. So let us discuss about some of the renewable sources of energy. First comes the solar energy. The energy radiated from the sun can be trapped through solar panels to produce electricity. Solar energy is used for lighting of homes and streets, heating water, water desalination, for drying crops and for cooking. The tropical countries where abundant sunshine is available are the major producers of solar energy. Solar energy is renewable, abundant and pollution-free source of energy. However, it cannot be generated throughout the year and its generation is expensive. Next comes wind energy. Wind is a renewable source of energy which is used for grinding food grains, to lift water from wells and to generate electricity. Wind farms or cluster of windmills are located along the coastal regions and arid regions where there is steady movement of strong winds. Yet there are problems in its use due to the variability in time, intensity and place of winds. Wind energy is mainly developed in countries like Netherlands, United States of America, United Kingdom, Denmark and Spain. If we talk about our country, India, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Kerala, Maharashtra and Rajasthan are the leading wind energy producing states. Now let us talk about nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is generated from nuclear minerals like uranium and thorium. These radioactive minerals contain energy that is stored in the nuclei of the atoms, from which nuclear power is produced. Nuclear power is also generated when minerals like uranium and thorium undergo nuclear fission in nuclear reactors. Some of the major producers of nuclear energy are the United States of America, France, Canada, Japan, and countries of Europe. Some important nuclear power plants in India are in Tarapur, Maharashtra, Kalpakkam, Tamil Nadu, Narora, Uttar Pradesh, Kakrapar, Gujarat, Kota, Rajasthan, Kaiga, Karnataka. Now let us talk about geothermal energy. Geothermal energy refers to heat, power and electricity produced from the interior of the earth. It is also produced from hot springs and geysers. This energy is used for a variety of purposes such as cooking, heating, etc. Some of the major producers of geothermal energy in the world are the United States of America, New Zealand, Japan, and Iceland. Important centers of geothermal energy in India are Manikaran in Himachal Pradesh, Tatapani in Chhattisgarh, and the Pugga Valley in Jammu and Kashmir. Tidal energy. Oceanic tides are used to generate electricity called tidal energy. Tidal energy can be harnessed by building dams across inlets of the sea. When there are high tides, the energy generated from the tides are used to rotate the turbines installed in the dam in order to produce electricity. Countries like Russia and France have developed tidal energy on a large scale. In India, it is produced in the Gulf of Kutch. Biogas. Shrubs, farm waste, human waste and animal waste are used in the production of biogas. Biogas is a gaseous fuel that is primarily a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide. It is formed by the decomposition of organic matter in the biogas digesters by bacteria. biogas is the most efficient fuel for cooking, lighting and other purposes, and also provide manure to agricultural lands. Now let us talk about conservation of energy. Energy resources are scarce and must be used judiciously. We can contribute to this by switching off the electrical lights when not in use and using public transport. By using power-saving devices, the use of LED will go a long way in the conservation of energy. Minerals and energy resources can be conserved by adopting the 3 R's, that is, reduce, reuse and recycle. Energy conservation is the need of the hour for sustainable development. Let us summarize what we have learned. Non-conventional sources of energy are renewable in nature. Solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, etc. are some examples of non-conventional sources of energy. Non-conventional sources of energy are more expensive as they need technological upgradation. Let us see what you have grasped today. Here are some questions for you. Your question number 1 is, the energy derived from sun is known as, and your options are A. Thermal energy, B. Solar energy, C. Tidal energy, or D. Geothermal energy. And the correct answer is B. Solar energy. Your second question is, nuclear energy is derived from dash, and your options are A. Gold, B. Iron ore, C. Uranium and thorium, or D. Petroleum. And the correct answer is C. Uranium and thorium. Your third question is, which one of the following is not a non-conventional source of energy? And the options are A. Solar energy, B. Wind energy, C. Nuclear energy, or D. Thermal power. And the correct answer is D. Thermal power. It's practice time now, and here are some homework for you. Your first question is, what is nuclear power? Your second question is, explain some non-conventional sources of energy. And your third question is, give 5 ways in which you can save energy at home. In our next module, we will move to Social and Political Life 3, Chapter 4, Understanding Laws. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.